Hello and welcome to the ClientSense pre-recorded Elticon demonstration video. So thank you for having a look at this. What this is a very brief 7-minute demonstration of what ClientSense is about and the power of ClientSense demonstrated so that you can decide if it may be something of interest to have a look at further for you and your firm. So remembering that ClientSense doesn't require any data entry at all. Everything that's within ClientSense and everything that I'll show you is automatically captured, and that is what makes it so powerful. So unlike a CRM system, you don't need people maintaining contact information. This is a live and up-to-date system that runs behind the scenes and is always there in real time for you. So what this means is I can look at this and I can do a search here for any organization that I'd like. So in this case, Macquarie being a key sponsor for Elticon, I can do a search for Macquarie, but I could have done a search for any organization that we've had any communication with in the past, and I can expect the same level of detail. But I just wanted to show you this example to give you a feel for the type of information that you can receive out of ClientSense. So what I've got here is I've got a list of how many different people are communicating from Macquarie. So there are 37 individuals at Macquarie that are communicating with 26 people at our firm. We last had contact within a day ago. We go around a day on average with communication, and we've had 8 meetings accepted between us in the last 90 days. Now I can actually change that period to any other time that I like, but it's set to 90 as default, but you can change that instantly. Now I'm looking at this client trend. What it shows you here is the number of unique contacts, or the number of people involved in this relationship and how it's changing. So you can see here that it's quite steady, although you might be able to see that the relationship is growing or deteriorating by way of the number of people involved. And I can also see the fees coming in, so that is a trend, and that can come in from your practice management system. I've also got the department showing, so I can see which departments at our end are communicating with Macquarie. And again, you don't need to maintain this. This is all automatically pulled from Active Directory or your background systems. And in here I can see the titles, so I can see the levels of seniority that are communicating with Macquarie, even the officers if you've got multiple officers. So there's a whole lot of detail in here that you can see, but on the right is really where it gets more powerful. This is where it starts to show you the individuals that are involved. So I'm looking at the top 5 at Macquarie up the top, and the top 5 individuals involved with Macquarie at the bottom. So these are the people at our end, these are the people at their end. And I can drill into any of these. So I can see here Chris, the National Business Manager, and it's collected that from his email signature, so I didn't need to enter that or maintain that. And I can drill into Chris, and I can see who are the people that are communicating with Chris. So you can imagine this is quite powerful and can be used for a number of different ways. I can even go in here and start to see where we've had meetings. I can get Chris's mobile details, direct number, all of these things that have been automatically captured. So in here I've got what you're seeing back here were my favorite tabs. Now I can call these whatever I like. These are just examples, but I can have my referrers here, and I can pin my referrers or my prospects or whatever I like. And easily what you can see here is that I've had no contact, or the firm's had no contact here with Australian Financial as a referrer for now 58 days. So I can go into this relationship, I can see who's involved and who did have last contact, and I can even assign someone to this relationship. So I can set Deborah up here as a referrer, and I might ask that Deborah has contact every 60 days or better, and currently she's having contact every 26 days. So I'll show you what that looks like through the lawyer portal as well. So this is what ClientSense looks like through the eyes of the lawyer or the relationship manager. So where you've assigned key relationships, whether that be clients, contacts, referrers, prospects or others, whatever you can think of, you can assign people or organizations to a lawyer to have them manage that relationship. Now what this does is this, for the lawyer, allows them to see where any of those contacts have fallen outside of the agreed contact threshold. So in the case before, we might have set someone up with a 30-day or a 45-day contact threshold. What the lawyer will see easily is where they need to be putting their time, where some of these relationships might be falling outside of that contact period. So what I can see here is that the relationship with Mark and Jennifer have both started to fall into the orange. So they're not red yet. So I do have a current business development streak of 34 days. So I've stayed in the green for 34 days. However, Mark and Jennifer are bordering on turning red. So what I can see in here is I can come in here and I can see more information about any of my contacts. I can see who else has met, who's a related contact. So who does this person know, both within my firm, at the client organization, and who's third party to us both. So who are the individuals external to us both that we may know. So I've got this information, and I don't need to, and no one needs to do anything to have this information at your disposal. The system is running automatically, and I don't even need to come in here to tell the system that I've had contact with Mark. If I was to send Mark an email now, then Mark would turn green, and if I was to email or put in a send a meeting request to Jennifer, similarly that would turn green as well. So it's a really simple way to make sure that me as the lawyer, I can maintain my relationships easily and put my time into the right place, but also the firm can understand where these relationships are being managed or where they're not. And so if I look here, I've got my referrers listed, I've got my clients, my prospects, but even if I take a look, I can even see upcoming meetings. So in this case, I can see here that there's a meeting coming up with Rowena with others in the firm next Thursday. So that's great information I need if I'm the one that's looking to win the work from Rowena, or if Rowena's my key contact. I've also got in here captured activities. So what this is doing is it's automatically looking at my calendar and it's working out where I'm having a meeting, upcoming meetings, or meetings that have now happened with those key individuals that have been assigned to me. So I can choose whether I want to add some notes to this or not. So even if I don't choose to add notes, I might still want the meeting collected. However, if I did want to come in here, I can put some notes against this meeting, capture that, and choose to record that in the system quite simply. Or if I wanted, I can dismiss adding detail on these meetings, and now I'm all caught up. So the idea here is for the lawyer to be able to easily keep their relationships maintained, and that will help you to win more work and to drive revenue. So thank you very much for taking a look at ClientSense. If there is any more information you'd like, or you'd like to set up a demonstration in more detail with yourself or your team, please just contact us via Elticon, or we've put our details up on screen here. So I hope that was useful, and we look forward to a discussion with you if you think that ClientSense may be something of value to you and your firm.